So in this video, we're going to be solving for a side with the law of sines. We're given a triangle right here, and we know two angles, and we have one side as well. But we are going to use the law of sines to figure out the rest of the information about this whole triangle. The law of sines states that the ratio between the sine of an angle and the side opposite to it is going to be constant for any of the angles in a triangle. So in our given example, we're given an angle. Angle A is 45.4 degrees. Angle C is 29 degrees. And side A is 72. So we just have to find what angle B is, side B is, and what side C is. So now we're going to be solving for the three unknown. We know that a triangle equals up to 180 degrees. And if we have two angles, then we can subtract those two from 180 to get the third angle. So here we're subtracting 45.4 degrees and 29 degrees from 180 to get the third angle. And the third angle will equal 105.6 degrees. So angle B is 105.6 degrees. And so earlier we went over the fact that the law of sine states that sine A of an angle and the opposite side is going to be constant through this triangle. So we can conclude that the law of sine is sine of angle A over side A equals sine of angle B over side B, and sine of C over side C. When we apply this to our current problem, we have sine of angle 45.4 degrees over 72 equals sine of 105.6 degrees over B, which also equals sine of 29 degrees over C. So if we wanted to figure out what side B is next, we can first do sine of angle A, which is 45.4 degrees, over 72 equals sine of 105.6 degrees over B. We can do these together. We can set these equal to each other and do them first to find B, and then we can solve for C. So we can flip this equation over to get 72 over sine of 45.4 degrees equals B over sine of 105.6 degrees. Then we multiply. Then on the right side, we cancel 105.6 degrees with itself by multiplying it to itself. And then we do the same to the left. So now we have sine 105.6 degrees times 72 over sine of 45.4 degrees. And as you can see, we've crossed these two out and got that over there. Now we can just plug this into the calculator and get the answer. So after we plug that into the calculator, we get 97.39. So that equals B. So now to find side C, we can use any of the two equations from the back. So let's use the A's. So we get sine of 45.4 degrees over 72 equals sine of 29 degrees over C. Now we can do this where we can set any of the signs equal to each other, because the law of sines states that all of them are equal to each other. So we went over the fact that sine A over side A equals sine B over side B equals sine C over side C. So because of that, we can use any of them equal to the other one, and we can find the unknown. So we flip this over again and get 72 over sine 45.4 degrees equals C over sine 29 degrees. Now we do the same thing where we cancel out sine 29 degrees by multiplying it to itself and then bringing it over here and doing the same, because whatever you do to one side, you got to do it to the other side. So now you have sine 29 degrees times 72 over sine 45.4 degrees. You plug this into the calculator to get 49. So 49 equals C, side C.